Tina and Lorena sit round the table, sharing laughs like old folklore fables. From the ocean breeze where the waves do call, to the Vegas lights standing 10 feet tall. Oh, they chat with joy and a twinkling eye.
We're asking like how we met.
Okay.
So let's do the backstory of how we met.
All right, that sounds good. Let's talk about how we met. Okay, I'll go first since I moved here to Las Vegas first.
Okay, go
Okay,
first.
so I'm more of a Las Vegas local than you are because I was here months before you. Just FYI.
Okay.
So I came from Soledad to Monterey to
Riverside.
Moreno Valley
Oh.
to Riverside to Vegas. That's my roadmap to here. So being here for now 4 years, the first thing I did was sign my daughter up for cultural
Dancing.
Yeah, I signed her up into a cultural group, and I met some aunties there.
Some other aunties?
Some other aunties there, and we had created this little group called the BHA group, the BHA crew. What's the BHA crew mean?
Old ladies.
The old lady crew.
The old ladies.
So we started this old lady crew, and we had a group chat. And one day I got this message in our BHA crew chat that, hey, there's this new girl in town, this new lady in town, and she's really nice. And hey, why don't we let her join our little BHA crew? And we're like, okay, that sounds good. And so from there, we added you to our group chat. And then tell them how
I was literally, no wait,
we
I
were
was
supposed
literally,
to first really meet.
when I was added to this group chat, I was looking at my phone like, who are these people? All of a sudden, my phone was going off, and I'm like, I don't know these people.
There was 4 of us in this chat.
I only knew one.
You were going to be number
2,
5.
2 out of the 4. Mm-hmm. And I even text, on a side note, I text the other person like, what am I in? Like, what is this? I didn't know who the heck I was chatting with.
Okay, so when you moved here, talk about where you, because I said my little road map. So what's your road map to Vegas?
I lived most of my life, like my earlier years, on the East Coast. I lived in Virginia and in Maryland. When I was 16, I moved to San Diego, and I spent 30 years in San Diego. I came to Vegas July of 2021. Mm-hmm. And then it was just shortly after that, I met a friend named Douglas. And he pretty much introduced me to everybody. Mm-hmm. And that's how I met the other 2. And then here we are.
Yeah, so after you met the other 2, then you were into our group chat.
Yes.
So we're trying to map out our first meeting because, you know, as adults, it's really hard to make friends, like good friends, right?
It was a friend date, like a play date.
Yeah, so we were basically trying to have our first blind date with her. So the 4 of us were meeting her for the first time. Well, not the 4 of us. I would say 2 out of the 4.
2 out of the 4.
2 out of the 4 were meeting you for the first time. We didn't even know what you looked like, smelt like. We didn't know nothing about you other than she seemed cool and that your daughter was also joining our dance group.
Yes.
And so you planned our first outing. What was that?
We were gonna go eat, and the reason why I wanted to do this is at the time when we first moved here, my sons were working at this Korean barbecue place. Perfect, because they work there. Mm-hmm. If already there, where's the back door?
Oh, that's messed up.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Already planning her escape.
But
see, true blind date. When you have a backup plan to exit, that's a blind date right there.
But you stood me up.
Okay.
You guys stood me up anyway.
So what happened was...
Yeah.
What happened was...
I got stood up.
I was down to go. I confirmed in our group text that I was going to go. All the other 3 ladies canceled. So I didn't want to go meet you by myself. Heck no, like... Dude, I didn't even know what you look. I'm going to walk in like, oh, are you wearing red? Oh, make sure you bring a rose so I know who you are. Like, come on. I was not going to go by myself. So I canceled too, and I lied and said I had something to do, but I didn't. So I just stayed home.
They were already lying to me. First day.
I stayed home in bed. And then all of a sudden, this chick calls us on a FaceTime group chat when she's at the restaurant. And so
Luckily, I wasn't by myself.
yeah, because she was with Douglas.
Yes.
So her and Douglas went to the restaurant because everybody canceled on her. And then she called us. Everybody was out and about except for me. So I turned my bedroom light off. So nobody can see.
You were in the dark.
I was in the dark. So nobody can see where I was because I said I was busy. So I turned so nobody can see me. I can see her, but you couldn't see me. And so that's how we met. So then I knew what you looked like, but you didn't know.
But I still didn't know what you looked like.
Exactly.
So, true story, how we saw each other for the first time.
Yeah.
We're at dance practice.
And you were there first.
I was there first. And then she was sitting on the bench right next to me, and I looked.
No. Yeah.
I was.
I walked in and I sat next to you because I saw you and I know what you look like, so I knew it was you, but you didn't know who I was. So I'm like, do I introduce myself? Do I sit here? I don't know because I know what you look like.
Like, are you Darina?
Yeah, that's how it started.
And that's pretty much it.
Yep. And so I sat next to her on the parents' corner of our bench at practice.
Those very uncomfortable benches.
Yeah, and now I have them in my backyard. I stole the benches from the dance studio. No, they were given to me.
Given and forever borrowed.
Yes. And so, yeah, that's how we finally met in person, was at practice, and we had nonstop talking in the corner.
Yes.
I had my little son, Peanut, with us, so he was a good icebreaker to kind of like, oh, he's so cute, you know, and talk about him. Because he was our first actual in-person meeting, but we didn't really become closer because every time we got together, it was always either at practice,
right,
at our girls' dance practice, or we would get together with the BHA crew, but never one-on-one.
Yeah.
So this chick...
Wait. I don't even know what she's going to say.
No.
God help me.
No, this chick wants to, you know, new year, new me type of let's lose weight, you know. Obviously, that plan is not working. But
hey, it's all about how much effort you put into it.
You, but not for me, because I don't know, the fast food is just in the same parking lot as this freaking Pilates. So go to Pilates. So she wanted to go to Pilates. Pilates, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, come on, let's join it for free.
So
let's try.
They had a free trial.
Yes.
And so we don't live far. Well, at the time, we didn't live far from each other. So we planned, okay, let's go to Pilates together, just the two of us. We told the other BHA crews, but they lived further and their schedules didn't line. So we were like, let's just do it ourselves. That's when we really got to know each other, because before and after Pilates, we would sit in your car and talk.
And just talk.
And wait, because we would go a little early, we'll wait, or after, we'll like, I'll go back with you to your car, we'll sit, and then we'll just talk.
Right.
And then that's how we really became friends, like real friends. Before you were just like there.
Ew. Ew.
But then I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I do like her. No, but honestly, from the very first time I met you, I always felt super comfortable with her. She's, you know, like, yeah, like I've never felt awkward, never felt, you know, like I couldn't be me or anything, like, because you're just as crazy as I am.
That's how you know when two people bond, when two people vibe. It's like where there's no uncomfortableness and it just flows and meshes neatly and together.
Yes. So that was the beginning of our friendship. And then from there we just...
Here we are 3 years later, because I've been here for 3 years already.
Yep. And so I was only a few months. You moved here in July. I moved here in March. So I was only here a few months before you were, so...
Right.
Yeah.
We were the new girls. We were the new girls, just trying to fit in.
Yeah. So that was our meeting, and the rest is history. We've been together ever since.
How I came about this concept of aunties at the table, my whole thing is like, you know, we have met a lot of really fun people.
A really good group of people that we love to hang out with. We love to have fun with.
Laugh.
Yes.
Joke.
Yes. And where do we laugh and joke the most?
Where do you find, I don't know about anyone else's culture, but in our culture, the Chamorro culture, whenever there's a party or whatever,
a gathering,
where do you find your mother?
Mm-hmm.
If you have a mother, like, where's she always at?
Where all the old people at?
Where's that at?
at the table.
Right? So
Yes.
what better way to bring like our Chamorro culture and our community together, just to have this platform or channel to where we could just literally sit and talk about two aunties at the table. And you know, we open it up to bring other people
Yes.
to be a part of our table and have just chat, you know, talk about life stories and things, just everyday things.
Yes.
So that's how I came up with the concept. And that was in 2024.
Yes, so you came up with the concept a whole year ago.
And everybody shot me down. Nobody wanted to be a part of it. Well,
But starting this
here
year,
we are, 2025.
I
People
jumped on that bandwagon.
just totally caught me off by surprise.
Yeah. So then that's
That's pretty much how it started. I'm like, and then I was like, is she for real? Man, this girl.
Well, how real is it now? Do you believe me? Because
yes,
we're
I believe you
recording.
now because you have real shit. Like, what the?
Let's let them get to know us a little bit better, and let's get us to know each other, or how we feel about each other. We're gonna be playing a game called "Who's Most Likely to ... So there'll be a question. We're gonna close our eyes and we're gonna point to each other or to yourself on who's most likely to. So if it's you, point to you. If it's me, point to me. And we won't be able to see each other's answers because you better keep your eyes closed. You better not
Well, then
cheat.
you better point with that other hand because I can feel this hand move.
Oh. Okay.
Because I can feel you moving on this side.
But you don't know which way I'm going. See? Can you feel that? Can you feel it? The assistant behind the camera. She's gonna be
We have two more aunties behind the camera.
so show's gonna be saying who's most likely to ... So close your eyes.
Okay.
Okay, I closed mine. Are you close?
Yes, I'm close.
Okay. You got your finger ready?
Keep your eyes closed.
We're gonna finger this, okay?
Keep your eyes closed.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Who is most likely to have a wardrobe malfunction?
Who's most likely to become a millionaire?
Who is most likely to get into a fist fight?
No questions.
Who's most likely to cancel plans at the last minute?
Who's most likely to go to jail?
Hold on. It depends.
Well, I'll go and you bail me out. So you have more money than me.
Since you're the millionaire. Who's most likely to forget to pick up their kids at school?
Maybe on purpose.
Who's most likely to kiss a girl? If not already.
Who's most likely to get
No.
charged with with sexual harassment?
Who's most likely to give the best advice?
And don't say because I'm older.
I'm not even pointing to you.
Who is most likely to survive a zombie apocalypse?
All right, that's it for the.
Who did you say for sexual harassment?
You.
Yeah.
You, by far, you.
So,
We'll get into a fight.
well, obviously, no question. Alrighty.
Probably because I have to defend your ass.
Probably
Bad
true.
mouth. Oh my god, we gotta fight today. That's exactly how it happened. 'Cause you don't let us shut up.
That's so true. I'm not in denial. I'm not in denial. And that's why I'm at this table. Because I don't shut up. All right. So now that the game's done, we got to know each other a little bit better. Hopefully you guys got to know us a little bit better. Thank you guys for joining us. Please come back next Wednesday.
And if there's anything that you guys want to talk about, feel free to share, leave a comment down below, and we are open the discussion table.
Yeah.
So,
All right. So, adios.
At the table where their hearts collide, in this paradise, the stories and rhymes they abide. Oh, they chat with joy and